everyone, C Stone Independent Scentsy Consultant here. You are watching C's Sparkle Scents. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a video about sales. So I've recently reached 10,000 lifetime PRV. I have done this within my first 6 months of joining Scentsy, so that is really cool. So I think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So in my real career, my less fun career, not Scentsy, I actually work in a sales-based position where I'm contractually obligated to make sales. So I think, I can take a little bit of that back into Scentsy. So I've got 3 things I want to discuss with you about what I find to be rather integral. It's not so much the sales, like pushing, upselling, all that kind of stuff. What I find to be more important, so my number 1 is actually building a friendship with your customer. So rather than just, being a Scentsy consultant, you want to, be able to have a relationship with that person, so that you can feel comfortable to send them a text and let them know, hey, such and such that you really like's going on sale, or, this buddy's come out for the kids, So, when you do have the opportunity to actually meet someone face to face, ask them, a couple of questions about themselves, because people are, the stars of their own movies. They love talking about themselves. So you'll find if you just ask them a few basic questions like, where do your kids go to school? What does your partner do for a job? What's your favourite colour? People will tell you these things, and you can learn so much about someone just by listening. So that's a really good point, I find. You're going to get people that are going to feel confident to tell you stuff, and and feel confident within you to buy stuff from you. That's that's another big thing. People like to feel confident in who they're buying. Confidence, trust, it all comes. So that that's a big one. I live in a smaller town, so I do see a lot of my customers regularly. They do come into my place of work and stuff, and I can chat with them, and it's really lovely. I've actually made a couple of friends that I wouldn't actually have made if it wasn't for Scentsy. So that's really nice. It's actually opening up my friendship group, which is really lovely. I'm enjoying it, and hopefully they are too. So, over the past 6 months I have made some new friends, So that's my number 1, is rather than them being a customer, make them a friend. Make them feel welcome. Make them feel like an integral part of your business. So, tip number 2, know your product. I cannot stress this enough. And this applies to anything really. So, I'll put it, I really like to have peppercorn sauce when I go out for tea. And I like it made with green peppercorns. And my biggest pet hate is when you ask someone something, like say when you're out, you ask the lady behind the bar, is this made with real peppercorns? And you get the reply, oh, I don't know. Not, I'll find out for you. Oh, just give me a second. I'm new. I'm not sure. And I'd be more than fine with that answer. But the answer of, oh, I don't know, and the fact that they're not willing to go and try and find out for you, that really irks me. So I'd really try not to do that in my business. I try to know as much as I can. I read my catalogues. I learn my combine and saves, learn what pages they're on, so when you're at a party, just stuff like that. I think that's going to set you out and make you, look more professional. So, and if you don't know the answer, you can't know everything. No one got out of bed knowing everything. If you don't know the answer, find out. There's always people on, the Facebook page or something. You can just say, hey, look, if you give me a second, I'll ask someone who may know. And that answer is totally okay. There's no issue with that one. So my third thing, and, this is probably the big one. So to make sales and, use the other 2 things as well, the last thing I'm going to actually tell you is confidence. The thing I see the most on all of these like forums and Facebook groups and stuff from people is, how do I become confident? Well, I'll tell you the really big secret here. The only person that knows you are not confident is yourself. That's the only person. And if you walk into a room and, you know, go, oh, you're all meek and mild, and, you know, you're looking down at your shoes, you're not, you know, making conversation, people aren't going to be that interested in what you've got to say. You know, if you walk in the room, you say hello to everyone, make eye contact, introduce yourself, ask them their name, ask them a few questions about themselves, you know, people are going to remember who you are. People are going to be like, oh, there's C, she's really bubbly and happy, and wow, you know, people are going to mirror your response. People are going to mirror your energy. You know, people like happy people, or, you know, negative people will stick with negative people. It's the way it works. So don't be a negative person. Don't be meek and mild, even if you are really. No one knows that you're actually not, unless you tell them. So that's my big thing. You know, really go on, and even if you have to lie to yourself, because eventually you'll actually start believing yourself, you are a confident person. So, you know, that would be my 3 big tips. They're not, you know, if you start implementing them in your business, I'm sure that you will see some differences. So, you know, I hope this has been some help for you. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel and like this video. Any feedback, guys, much appreciated. Also, if you would like any information whatsoever about joining me on my wild adventure that is Scentsy, please follow the links below. Send me an email. And I can't wait to hear from you guys, and have a good night. Bye.